Right. So, ito naman yung last leg na ng tax form na fill upan nyo kasi annual to. So, this is, gawin natin pretty straightforward to ha. Wala ka natanggap na 2307. Freelancer ka. So, kung meron ako isang video na yun. Pero ito, gawin lang natin itong straightforward para madaling maintindihan. Especially kung for freelancer na wala naman natatanggap na 2307. So, we had discussed yung first 3 quarters na paggawa ng 1701Q. Pero pagdating naman sa fourth quarter, naka-annualize na yung data. So, ano yung tax form na gagamitin natin? So, let's look for 1701, itong annual. Okay? 1701A. Tingnan natin ha. So, tingnan natin. Individuals earning income purely from business or profession. So, those under the graduated income tax rate with OST as mode of deduction or those who opted to avail of 8% flat income tax rate. Okay. Gagamitin mo ang 1701A pag ikaw ay business or profession. Pero pag may kahalo ka ng compensation, hindi 1701A yan, ha? So, gagamitin natin itong 1701. Okay? So, we'll use the data. So, fill upan natin to. Single proprietor ka. You choose either will do. And the single proprietor ka or professional. So, yan yun. Tapos, mamimili ka dito. Business income or profession. So, dito tayo. Tapos, date of birth. 01. Nadodoble to. Careful kayo. Pansinin nyo. O, diba? Ano yan eh. Tapos, citizenship. Filipino. Okay? Civil status ng bawa single. Alright? Tapos, let's go to next page. Ang maganda rito, ito yung pinakasimpleng annual income tax return. 2 pages lang. Let's go to our data. Ano yung data natin? 1,250, yung annual. Punta tayo rito. Kasi, diba, remember, para to sa 8%. 1,250. Kung graduated ka, oo, pwede. Kung pinilapan mo to, ito mo naka-gray siya, Kasi 8% tayo. So, ito nakikita. Ito yung meron. Need grade out. Tapos, kung may other operating income ka, then you have to put it here. Itong sales revenue na yan. Example ko, kunwari, meron kang online selling. Tapos, meron kang profession. So, dito yon, alright? Hindi ko incorporate 2307 dito. May isang video doon, ha? Pero yung thought process, pareho pa din. Tapos, lagay natin dito yung allowable na 250. Okay. Tapos, okay na tayo dyan, 80,000. Tingnan nga natin kung 80,000 yung tax due based sa working paper. Okay, tama, 80,000. Tapos, yung total na binayaran natin for the first 3 quarters is 56. Okay? So, tatanungin niya dito, tax payments for the first 3 quarters, 56. Tapos, lumalabas dito, kung yun ang binayaran mong last 3 quarters, ang payment mo is 24. Okay? Then, save. Previous na. Ayan. Alright? So, babayaran mo 24. Save. That's validate. Validate successful. Alright? So, if there are instances naman na halimbawa may overpayment ka, meron ka rito, i-click either i-refund mo ba siya to be issued as tax credit certificate or to be carried over as tax credit for next year's quarter. Okay. So, sa tingin ko, ang suggestion ko dyan, i-ano mo na lang siya. Kasi, roll forward or i-claim mo na lang siya for next year's data. Yon, para hindi ka medyo matagal pa yung refunded na yan tsaka tax credit certificate eh. So, dito na lang yung suggestion ko. Alright, so, this is how it's being done. So, example ko dito, walang 2307. May isang video 2307 pero goods yun. Pero the thought process is still the same. Alright? So, this is pretty easy. Alright? Since walang attachment to, wala kang isasubmit sa EAFS, pero kung kung mix ka nga, there's a separate video for mix, nakasama yung compensation doon. If that happens, may mga additional steps pang gagawin. Pero itong maganda, pag 8% ka, just to recap, pag 8% ka, ang inelect mo, pretty easy. 1701Q, 1701A. Pag nasa COR may 2551Q, fill upan mo yun, submit mo, 05, then you're good. Wala kang sasubmit na financials. And then, okay na to. Wala ka rin mga inventory kasi diba ano nga to, freelancing. Alright, so this ends the tax compliance side. Alright, thank you.